Hits by the pound.
Yeah, this is how we do it in the Central Coast, man. We got 40 ounces, Old English, rag tops, 6'4" Impalas, and bikini girls, man. This is how we do it on the West Coast. San Diego, San Francisco, Los Angeles. But don't forget about the Central Cali, man. Please don't forget about the Central Cali. Yeah, get 'em.
It's another sunny day in the state of California. Low rider palm trees and G's that put it on ya. This ain't a negative, we speaking ebonics. Rank talk, candy paint on D's with hydraulics. Baseball hat with the sticker on the brim. Don't let the sun blind your sight, cause things can get grim. But I'm not here to talk about banana clips and guns. We're going back to Cali and we're gonna have some fun. A West Coast domination and welcome back to Two-Face Cemetery Podcast. I am your host, Fred Segura, out here with Monterey County, also known to the world as the Salad Bowl, also known as the Salinas Valley. To the people in LA, we are north. To the people in San Francisco, we are south. Right smack in the middle, best of both worlds. Don't forget about the Central Cali. Anyway, folks, today we are going to talk about minding your own business. Okay, check this out, guys. Here we go. So, this is more of a story. You know, I could get into the debate, but, sometimes, hey, just don't get involved in what's none of your business, oftentimes, we try to help somebody, and we get ourselves into a wreck, or you try to help somebody and you make it worse for that person you tried to help. So that's not a good thing. With that being said, guys, let me proceed on with my story, where it comes about minding your own business, right? Now, this happened a long time ago. I was a lot younger. I did not get up. Let me disclaimer, guys. I did not get upset. I just thought it was, hey, somebody left an open door. I didn't do or say things with malice, with any kind of malice or stuff like that. But sometimes, you butt into something and you stick your nose where it don't belong, and you'll be told something maybe you won't like. So with that, let's proceed ahead. So anyhow, this was this is I believe I would say mid-90s. I was working for this one place, right? And it dealt, being that we're out here in the Central Coast, it dealt with agriculture, right? So it was a cooler and stuff like that out here. So we were out there, and a bunch of local people from the town here and stuff, from the city of Soledad. We're out there working, and we're all doing all this stuff. So, I'm always been the person always talking, and just making the best of it. I mean, being a lot younger, wanting to go out, I always make the best of it, because it's like, we're trapped over here. We got to go to work, and being younger, you want to go out. We're here. Hey, make the best of times, make people laugh, joke around with your friends, and whatnot, right? So, a group of my friends and I, shout out to all of them, man. I still see them every now and then. I see some of them on Facebook. Some of them have moved away from here, but I still see them on Facebook. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you guys. I'm not gonna say names because I might forget somebody. So, anyways. We're out there, and so I'm talking. We're talking, and everybody's kind of like we're in a excuse me, we're like in a little bunch, and we're talking away. We're saying all this stuff, right? We're just joking. I don't remember exactly what we were talking about per se, but we were laughing and joking, and kind of, hey, just whatever, Oh, Fred always talking, always talking trash, always making, things funny and whatnot, right? I like that kind of stuff. I'm not showing up to work all angry out. I want to go out there and have a good time, and of course do my job, but with the positive attitude and the right, the right frame of mind, to, go in there with good energy, so we do a good job and stuff. But anyhow, so we're there. And we're laughing, and everybody's, we're cracking up. We're laughing in a bunch there, and the bunch gets a little bit bigger, and we're all, kind of like, everybody kind of like, hey, what's everybody laughing about? Because we're in this big old room, with all the employees are in there. So we're in this huge cafeteria-like room, right? And we're like, okay, so they notice our little bunches over there kind of laughing and stuff. So this one lady, she comes up, right? And she starts talking to us in Spanish. And she starts saying, hey, you know what? I see you guys are really happy right now. I see you guys are happy. And we're like, okay, like, where's this coming from? And she says, you know what? She said, right now you guys are working here, you guys are brand new and stuff, and we've been here for a few months, and you guys are over there, you guys are happy and joking and saying all this stuff. She goes, but I gotta tell you, she says, seniority around here rules. See, so by this time, guys, I already knew where she was going with it. I already knew where she was going with it, but I was like, okay, whatever. So I just, I wasn't gonna feed into that, play that role of like, oh, seniority rules. Okay, get it. You've been here longer, whatever the situation is, right? So it's a game people play. Why? I don't know. I really don't know. It's not going to change the facts of anything. Like, if we're laughing, so what? But anyhow, so she says, you guys are all happy right now and stuff. But you know what? When the other employees come back from Yuma, you guys are good in your position. You guys are you guys are doing the job, the easy jobs and all this other stuff. She goes, but when the rest of the crew comes back from Yuma, the people with seniority, she's enhancing it. She goes, they might bump you from your position, and I'm like, okay, whatever. So she's directly talking to me. So now everybody around in the bunch is just kind of listening to her talk, but she's specifically talking to me because I'm kind of like the leader of the pack, making everybody laugh, being the clown, if you will. Clown in a good way, guys, not in what it means today. So I'm just looking at her. I'm listening to her. I'm waiting for her to finish because I already know where she's going. Right. So I didn't exactly know what I was going to say. I just kind of like was letting her finish talking. Respectfully. She was older, and so respect your elders. So she's talking, and she's saying, you know what? She goes, you guys think you have it easy. And she's upset. She's really upset about it because she's upset that we're laughing. She goes, you guys think you got it easy, but you know what? Once they come back, they're gonna bump you from there, and they might even send you the night shift. And we're like, wow, like, okay, and she said it with guts. She goes, and they might give you the hardest jobs, and we'll see how you guys are gonna take that. And she's looking at her, and she's talking to me, and then starts looking at everybody like, keep on laughing, keep on listening to this idiot over here, whatever, She didn't say that, but that's kind of what she was insinuating. She goes, are you guys all paying attention? She goes, what's happening here? She goes, your job is not secure. She goes, they're gonna move you guys around. They're gonna send you guys a night shift, and they're gonna do all this whatever. But I already knew this, so I'm like, okay, listen, and I go. So now, what you would call in today's world, I started to troll her. I said, what do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And she says, well, look, seniority means, she goes, people that have been here longer have earned their position. So if you've been here a lot longer than, for example, another person, even by a month, and you want their position at the job area, you have a right to bump them and take that position from him or her, whatever it may be. She goes, but then the other people with more seniority can bump you, and so on and so forth. So I honestly think, guys, it's a waste of time to be doing that stuff. But I mean, Everybody's trying to strive for whatever and gain seniority or whatever, right? But anyways, so I knew this and I'm just kind of going along with it. Okay, so I said, okay, so what do you mean? She goes, look, she goes, once you're here for X amount of time, whatever it may be, when the new people come in, say next year people come in, you already have a year seniority on them, you know, and so on and so forth, you know. So you'll be able to bump them if they have an easy position. You'll say, hey, I want to go to day shift and I want that job, you know, and don't have to bump them. I'm like, okay, good. I go, so what does that even mean at the end of the day? Like, I just get the easy job? She goes, well, look, she goes, when you get, and you know, so everybody around us now, they're listening. You know, I'm not sure if everybody knew what she was talking about, you know, or they even knew what was going on, but I did, you know. So I was like, so what do you mean by that? She says, well, look, she goes, to make it more simple, she goes, the more seniority you have, the easier your job and your life can be. You can get the easiest jobs. They'll put you wherever you want. Whatever you want, once you have a bunch of seniority, they'll put you wherever you want. And you can work from wherever you want, you know. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. I said, well, you know what? I said, I'm going to stay here for a very long time. And when I have a bunch of seniority, I'm going to ask that they leave me at home and work from home. And everybody started laughing. Not only because the whole room got quiet, so not only our bunch, but the rest of the bunch. And I told her in Spanish. And her face got really red, like, I was like, and she just looked at me like, you, if looks could you know, could take your life. But she didn't know what to tell me. And she just looked at me and stared at me, kind of like squinted her eyes a little bit, like, you clenched your teeth, and turned around and walked away. Mind your business, lady. We were just joking. There was no need for that. You know, there was no need for that. Leave us alone. It is what it is. It's not a job I was intending on keeping for the rest of my life. You know. But people are so prideful. People take this, oh, you know, this and that. You know what? Check this out, man. I've seen people act tough in high positions. But guess what, guys? When the time comes and they want to get rid of you, they'll get rid of you like yesterday's trash. Do your job. I'm not saying don't take pride in your job. I'm not saying any of that. But remember, you know, behave with the people. Don't let it get to your head. Because when your time comes, they will not hesitate to get rid of you. And if you see somebody laughing and enjoying life because of what it is, don't go over there and try to stick your nose into something and try to, you know, try to discourage them or make them feel bad. Leave them alone. Mind your business. With that, this is Two Face Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Fred Segura, signing out. Haters shake the fist, suckers preaching me rolling. Why you so mad? Why you so serious? You're in my rear view like the slow and delirious. Keep on mashing, getting plenty action. The home of the G's and pimps, I love it with a passion. Throw it up, it's California, where the sun lays to rest like every day. The home of the color rag, swap meets and bangers. Chuck Taylor's Lolos and them real dope slangers. This is reality, it's where I stay. Along the Pacific in the state of CA. Golden State, from Frisco to Compton and back to Central Cali where the party keeps rocking. It's a California state of mind, and you can't be mad, that's just how we ride. Golden State.
But it's really for me. I'm not saying that I'm greedy, but
But hip-hop is meanie, so what the hell do you expect from me? It's the passion, I finally understand it. I'm hiding in the trees like a male praying mantis, searching for my prey. God, please come and bless me, help relieve my stress so I don't worry about death. Never said I was leaving, but dreaming on like Steven. Fallen angel, I'm Zeppelin, not ready for heaven. So please tell me, is there another way? So I can look up in the sky and say thank you for these better days.
1, 2, Vegas coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your doors. 5, 6, hip hop with a twist. 7, 8, please don't hate. 1, 2, Vegas coming for you.